Roll on this. Let me give the end. Hey, welcome to the Fireside Tattoo Podcast, the official podcast of the Fireside Tattoo Network. We're here at the one and only Space City. Oh, we're going to call it the Space City Tat Show from now on because where I screw up on every single show, I know where I am. I know I'm at Space City. I know I'm at Hell City. I know whatever I am. But I don't know if they call it the Tattoo and Art Fest, the Tattoo Expo, the Art and Food, whatever. So someone that we were podcasting with earlier is like, just call them all tat shows.
Just call them all tat shows.
All right, Space City Tat Show is the new official name of this show. And this the masked gentleman next to me is the mastermind behind the Space City Tat Show.
Fifth year, five times,
Shykeim. And man, I want to start with a podcast from earlier today that I had.
Before we go there,
yes.
Do you like my ski mask?
I think you look intimidating, but respectable.
Oh,
I'll tell you more than the ski mask, just the ability that you can pull off multiple white things. Where I wish I could, and a what do you call that type of purse? No, not that. Yeah, you don't call it a purse. Sure.
No. We don't call it a purse,
okay,
man.
Sorry.
This is like my sling bag. Louis Vuitton limited edition, the Galaxy monogram print. You know,
is it really Louis Vuitton?
It's really real Louis Vuitton. Yes,
is
sir.
it for real?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, did it come with the splatters, or did you spill something?
No. This is a special edition.
Oh,
Space Nebula print. So it just super fits everything. You know what I'm saying?
It really does,
and it really offsets the white everywhere else.
Yeah. See, it does. I mean, you look put together, and you also. I know we can't get to your shoes, but I was talking to Scott. Scott and I earlier were talking. There we go. We can't get to him. Scott and I were talking earlier about how we wish we were bold enough, and I got some checkerboard Vans. But here's the difference in checkerboard Vans and the what are these?
These are Pharrell Williams Human Race 4Ds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have the GOAT app, and I just keep up with what's happening in shoe trends, but I never buy any of them. No, and the reason I feel like I can pull off checkerboard Vans and not those is because checkerboard Vans were around in the 80s and 90s when I was a kid, and these were not, and I feel like I feel like I would be an imposter wearing them now, but you can pull it off the same way you can pull off multiple white accessories.
And do a whole interview with a ski mask.
A whole interview. So why is that?
I don't know, man. People ask me why I'm able to get away with a whole lot of shit I do.
Yeah.
The truth is, man, with anything, I don't give a fuck if it's a tattoo shop, a tattoo career, a tattoo show, how to dress, how to act, how to get ladies. I can give anybody an instruction booklet for just about any fucking thing.
I believe that.
Does that mean that they will be able to execute it properly?
Absolutely not.
And the answer is absolutely not, because the secret ingredient is me.
That's right.
Just add me, just like you add water.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
It just doesn't work the same for everybody else, and that's cool too. You guys can do shit I can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is just where I'm at.
It's a profound statement, and it's the backbone of our entire show. What makes that? Why do we have all these guys here that do the exact same thing, but no two of us do the exact same thing?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct. Because we are all the secret fucking ingredient.
That's
man.
right. That's what makes
Feels
it awesome.
good, isn't it?
It sure does. It sure does. So let me jump into the story. It's not really a story so much. We podcasted this morning, first one of the morning, with Sailor Jesse, who, if you guys don't know, he makes his living traveling tattoo shows and guest spots. So he is the authority on tattoo conventions as much as anyone.
He goes to everyone.
He goes to everyone.
Yeah.
And we sat down this morning, and I forget what the conversation was, and he said, we were both talking about this show, and he said, man, Space City and Richmond are the top two shows that there are. So Richmond, I completely understand. It's got a 30-plus year history. I mean, people have been doing Richmond. It's probably the oldest tattoo convention around.
I'd like to do Richmond.
Yeah. Why in the world? What did you do for 5 years in for someone that is an authority on traveling and doing tattoo shows to be put in the same sentence with Richmond? The Space City and Richmond are the two best shows in America. Don't know?
Man, I mean, you'd have to ask Sailor Jesse, man, and everybody else. It's not for me to say, other than I'm executing what my program is in here and what my plan is for this, which is more than anything to take care of my people.
Yeah.
To put this on for us, for the people that live here, give them something cool, but give us something cool, man, and give us all that recharge and that connection, that bringing that. The whole tattoo industry is I hate the fucking future, bro. I'm sick of this shit.
Sick of the future.
And it's just the fucking future, man. And I mean, like, he's overhyped, and I've heard him in like cattle shows, and no hate to nobody's shit, right?
Yeah.
Do you, I'm doing me. But that's this new direction, and Instagram and likes and fake fucking pictures and CPL lenses and Epson printers, and I'm up to my fucking eyeballs in it, right?
Yeah.
I want to go back. I know I sound like an old cranky ass old man, but some things we need to return to a tradition. We talk about tattoo shows when their inception of tattoo shows, it was invite only, prestigious kind of event. You know what I mean? And it meant something to be invited. And I'm trying to take it back to that. And everybody feels, at least they tell me that they feel every little thing that I do, that I see from an artist's perspective, and I say, man, I wish somebody would have did this for me or did this for us. I try to incorporate all that. It's almost too much to mention, man, but it totals out to an entire experience. And man, they walk away and they just want to come back, man. And as long as I keep getting the support, I guess I can't stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think all of that comes through in this show. I tell you, and we do quite a few, not quite as many as Sailor Jesse. We do a lot of shows too, and I've made a lot of friends, and I love a lot of shows. I think there are a couple of things about you. You will not be outworked.
Nah. Nah, bro, you better ask my watch. You know all the steps on this motherfucker? It doesn't even know all the steps because it's gone dead. It goes dead on a daily around here. But yeah, I'm clocking 72,000 steps around this convention, shaking everybody's hands 3 times a day. Minimum.
Yeah. And one thing I've noticed, because over the years of doing this, we've needed things kind of on the fly, or really not even on it's not a necessity, but every time I turn around, you're like, are you good? Do you need anything? And on the rare occasion I have had to say, yeah, man, I need this, or where's that, or we need a projector for whatever. It's not like I'll get that taken care of, or it's like you're on it right there. It's done right there.
I'll go do it.
Yeah, I'll go do it.
Or one of my exceptional team will, but I'm on it myself personally, trying to put my hands on it, man. And I think that means something too to people to see that I'm not just sitting back behind the table throwing money in the fucking bucket, living it up or something like that. You see me down in here in the trenches with y'all. I know what this is all about. I know what it's like. I know sitting in the booth, and I'm out of paper towels, y'all. I'm out of town at a tattoo show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know having to go look over the whole damn show to find a garbage bag and being unsuccessful or whatever, all that little shit, man. I'm not putting up with that here. You know what I mean? And I'll take care of it my damn self if I need to. But I want everybody to know that I give a shit about your experience,
Yeah. Do this real quick. You got one fuzzy hanging down on your thing. There you go.
All right.
I just don't want you to watch it later and be like, damn, why didn't you tell me how to fuzzy?
Yeah, like
down?
2 years ago, you did the interview. I had my hair sticking up like a cockatoo the whole time from the headphones. Yeah, I was like Jake the Neantown watching the whole shit back. Like, great interview, Shy, but your fucking hair
like
is
an
fucked
idiot.
up. Yeah, like an asshole.
And I think that all kind of reciprocates, right? Because people want. At this point, it's important for me, and I was real lucky that however it happened. Oh, Ninja. However it happened that we crossed paths early on. You guys reached out, and we were still a younger podcast and not super established. And you reached out to us and asked us to come out, and I feel so fortunate that you asked and that we said yes, because now I feel like kind of an ambassador of for Space City whenever I go to other shows, or when people ask me about it, and people ask me about it. I know people. I did a convention in Fargo, North Dakota, just recently, and 2 different people were like, "Can I get into that Space City show?" And I was like, "Man, unlikely, but I mean, maybe it's worth a shot." I can't tell you, but what does that say? Someone from Fargo, North Dakota, knows about a show in Huntsville, Alabama?
Bro, I'm speaking on that one too, but I guess it means I'm doing a decent job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't got no booths, y'all. There's no room.
No room.
But and then the guys here that are, when they get done, they're shaking my hand out the way at the door, like, I'm coming back next year. Make sure we're on the list. Don't take us off. And we rarely even get a few openings outside of getting new booths this year. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Like,
let's transition into that. 10 new booths, 20 new artists, an additional room. They kind of moved the stage off.
Lots of challenges, lots of new stuff, man.
Yeah. The additional room really helped us because the band being in the next room just softened the music enough that it makes
everything up in here. We can talk, we can chill.
Yeah.
And as always, we don't do back curtains here. We don't separate our artists. You can look straight across the room and see somebody.
Yeah.
I just like that. It gives this open feng shui to the room.
It does.
And everybody kind of feels it, and that's part of their experience too, is being able to commiserate with everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make friends that you normally wouldn't even ever kick it with when you go to these tattoo shows and you're all huddled behind your booth fighting over somebody to pay you some money to be there to offset all your travel costs. Fuck talking to the car next to me. You know what I'm saying? Who's got time for that? Like, nah, man, again, we got to go back in time a little bit, man, and bring us all back together. Stop spreading it out. Tighten it up. But yeah, man, it was a lot of new challenges with this one, man. I'll be honest, coming in, bro, I didn't know what to expect. I knew all the artists had to be in one room. I had the idea for putting a big screen up front to project what's going on in the next room. We noticed the first day people didn't even know there was a second room.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm glad we only kept the artists in one place. Cardinal sin, y'all, tattoo show promoters.
Yeah.
Don't separate the fucking artists.
Yeah.
Don't ever do it. It's fucking suicide.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that here, and man, people love it more. They love it better than ever, and it's just more of the same thing. I think the musicians might be challenged because they're near singing to a camera right now.
Yeah.
So it projects over here, but I think it worked out, man. I didn't know how I was gonna go at first, but man, it went my way, and I'm super happy with it, man, because everybody else is happy, man.
Yeah. It seems like it worked well, and you're absolutely right. I do a bunch of shows with multiple rooms, and sometimes it's just the venue. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
But with artists in multiple rooms, and there's always, no matter what room I'm in and what room someone else is in, someone is complaining that traffic wasn't directed to their room. Like, see, we ended up in a room that nobody even knew was down there. I did 3 tattoos this weekend. Nobody even came by my room. And it's like, it's inevitable. It doesn't matter if you put signs everywhere. Someone is going to be like, the loudest person is going to be like, he shoved me down in the basement.
Exactly.
And nobody even knew I was
bro,
there.
Let me tell you, even just with one big room right here, bro, trying to plan a fucking floor plan is like wrangling a herd of wild kitty cats.
Yeah.
Bro, it's some bullshit, but it's something that you got to do. Put so and so next to so and so. Put that group near that group because I know they're gonna get along, and maybe this will be a better part neighborship over here. This guy needs to meet this guy. There's a lot of thought that's got to go into that thing right there, and just for that, because you don't want anybody feeling like they got a shit spot in the room or anything like that, man. We want everybody with sort of an equal exposure, down to the way that you design the floor layout to keep traffic flowing in a circle so everyone gets that equal coverage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck if they come in the stage room. I don't care. Come for the awards, bro. You know what I'm saying? Watch it on the TV. Long as these guys are getting action, and I mean, machines have been running nonstop since we started.
Yeah. Not since we started this weekend, since you started the very first Space City convention.
Machines are ringing,
The
y'all.
machines are always right. This is not a show you twiddle your thumbs at.
No.
And I'm the admitted tattoo snob, and I finished my one tattoo for the day, and I'm not a workhorse, and I'm just like, nah, I just want to podcast the rest of the day, and but nonstop, people come by. Of course, I'm the first booth is another reason for that probably, but nonstop, it's like people like looking like, hey, dude, do you have any more time today? Do you have any more? No, it's just a steady stream. Do you have any more time today? This is a show that if you're a tattooer, be ready to tattoo.
Hey, man, look, we've all done the shows where we don't make no money at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, we have a good time at Space City, but I want motherfuckers to make that money back they spent and make some money to be here. Boom. Now you get that out the way. I feel good about being here. If I'm an artist, I'd have made my bread back. I'd have made some extra. Now my week is profitable. And now I could just have a good time and enjoy myself, man. Take all that pressure and that load off. It's everything, man. It's everything, man. It's just another component that has to come along with this. If you can't produce that, don't do a fucking tattoo show, man. If you can't keep these guys busy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's go back to year one for just a second. I'll first, just from an observer standpoint, from a bird's eye view of watching you kind of dart around. I don't feel like that you're that you do any less. I feel like you're still as purposeful as you were year one. You seem a lot calmer to me in year 5 than you were year 1.
Yeah, man.
What would you tell you? Let's go back and talk to Shykeim year 1. What have you learned 5 years doing this show?
I can tell you exactly what I learned.
What's that?
I had to learn to trust the people around me a little bit more each year. But I had to build them up all at the same time so that they would be capable of what I was asking. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm still the chief of it. Yeah. I still make sure everyone has their marching orders. But I'm not just trying to, with my hand, every single fucking fire, put it out and deal with it myself. I'm enabling my team with the proper, knowledge and building them up to be able to handle the situations. And that takes a lot of that off of there for me. And then just, familiarity. If it ain't your first rodeo on something, it just ain't your first rodeo no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things don't affect you. Now, first year, man, I was running around here sweating the whole 3 days long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, these were all first new challenges for me. And that's what anybody does a new shop, your, first year tattooing or, a new tattoo show. You're going to run into that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, as the time went on, man, it just just got easier. I don't know what to say, man, because it's just like you can't surprise me no more.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. On a side note, kind of unrelated, but what is your relationship like with the Westin? Because this is really a high-end hotel. It's one of those like I don't know if you've ever been to Hell City, Arizona, but that's like a really it's like a Frank Lloyd Wright design resort. It's a resort, and you walk in and you're like, why would they do a tattoo show here? And when I walk in here, I kind of feel the same way. Why would they do a tattoo show here? How is that? Were they hesitant the first year, and how's that relationship gone?
Well, far as I know, for all of history, W brand hotels and Five Diamond hotels are hesitant fucking with tattoo shows.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It doesn't happen. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
Go holler at the Sheraton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know, everybody gets the same thing when we do these shows, or go hit the Civic Center.
Mm-hmm.
I had a unique opportunity. I had a really good friend who was in a position of authority in the hotel, kind of recommended the whole thing to me. And we got the contract signed before they could fire an old GM and get a new one in here. Who was like, oh, hell, what did you guys do?
Right.
And you'll remember the first year, we had sets of police walking around this room every half hour on the hour, bro. Man, like the military occupation.
Yeah.
The GM had no clue what to expect. He grilled me so hard to like, what if this happens? What if that happens? And what if there's a line out the door? And what if you get over capacity? What are you gonna do then?
Yeah.
You know, just try. What's gonna and you know, a lot of that stuff I didn't understand what was gonna happen. I had no clue. But you know, by the time the show got here and it went off, man, by the time the weekend was over, they were shaking my hand, and you know, we brought the money to the hotel. Yeah. We sell out the hotel. They get FOB. The employees at nice hotels like this is their favorite time of the year to work. Not only do they get tipped good, this is the coolest shit they get to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going forward from that, you know, there's never been a tattoo show at a W branded hotel, and there still hasn't other than this one.
Yeah.
And there probably won't be another unless I asked them to let me throw a tattoo show at a Westin somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Or a W hotel somewhere else, which I could. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of extra stress and time, and I've got 10 kids and a whole lot of shit popping and several tattoo shops. So it's like, man, you know. But I love this. This year's just hard enough for me and just gratifying enough at the end of it all, man.
Yeah,
makes it all worth it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this kind of a hotel right here, man. I think it's everything. It's another big component or another spoke on the wheel of making sure that there's this beautiful balance here that people want to come back and see. Yeah. You know, we get to stay in nice ass rooms, you know, a nice ass hotel, you know, all of that right there,
beautiful
man.
View. I get up each morning, open the curtains, I look at a fountain over like a man-made. It's a man-made lake, but still awesome.
Yeah. And they take good care of me here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when they give me the presidential suite in the building,
nice.
Balconies, they're talking about a view, the rocket and on the lake and all the people, man, and it's And I get to sit out there and look at that in the mornings and get that overview effect a little bit, man. And really, man, it's great, man. They really take care of everybody here, you know. Any of the artists will tell you too, man. Like, you tell me I need something, Shykeim, I snap my finger at the Westin guys. They're on that shit, bro. They're not in here fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So
I know you got awards and stuff to do. I want to hit one last subject before I let you go. We're in Alabama. Before I showed up in Huntsville, I had no idea that this was a little oasis in Alabama. I just thought, oh, that's in Alabama. This is easily the most culturally diverse show that I go to in Alabama.
On purpose.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Talk about it a little bit.
Okay, well, that's the demographics of this city, right? Yeah. Missile defense, rocket propulsion, military applications, helicopters, chemical and mechanical engineering. And so what this gets people from all over the world, all walks of life, all cities around the United States who specialize in that. They come here to work for the government, work government contracting. This creates an economy that has about 80 to 90 billion coming in just between the main, Boeings and Halliburtons and et cetera on down the line. Mm-hmm. And that trickle down here is crazy. But the thing about it that relates to your question is that these aren't just white guys, or just guys. Mm-hmm. They're men and women of all colors, races, and nationalities that work here and make good damn money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is to be able to reach each one of those areas, each one of those corners of the city, you know what I mean, and bring them into your tattoo shop, get them into your tattoo show, and then mirror that by reaching out into the tattoo community and getting guys from every corner of the industry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the work is one thing, but making sure I'm getting the same quality human being each and every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the people who come through the door get to see faces just like theirs. You know what I'm saying? Then there's
Yeah.
lady tattooers and there's black and brown tattooers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's a little bit of everything for everybody, and I think that just keeps adding to it. Lets everybody know this is for you. You're welcome. You know?
Yeah. Another one of the things, in my opinion, that makes this makes a special show that it's not something that most organizers, I think, would think about, or maybe not even have the opportunity to do based on where they are. I don't know. I don't know. I've never organized a show, but I think it's a special thing, and and I'm happy to be a part of it. So,
man, Jake,
yeah.
it wouldn't be what it is without you, bro. I appreciate you from the very start. Giving me a plug, giving me a platform with this thing I was doing, and recognizing what I was doing and why I was doing it. And, understanding that, I'm not out here for fame, and I'm not out here for money, for real. This pays me back in a lot of different ways, man.
Yeah.
And, I get cash. I do tattoos every day. I'm not the best tattooer in the world, but I stay fucking busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My kids are well taken care of. My shops are successful. I don't do that. I don't do this for that, man. I real talk, man. At the end of the day, when it's all done and said, how much I put in versus how much I get back, bro.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest bag I get from this is in love and in respect. Not popularity. Two different things. I want to be clear about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But real love and real respect from people just like me.
Yeah.
It's worth it, dog.
Absolutely.
And I get a tax write-off, too. Don't let me forget to mention that shit. I get a big old tax write-off.
Right. Yeah. You're not the first organizer to tell me that, even no matter how successful a show is. Got a lady I was tattooing earlier today, her husband was here, and he's like, man, I bet they kill it here. You guys paying for the booth, and it's $25 a head, man. He is raking in cash. I'm like, dude, let me tell you, I know enough organizers to tell you that none of them are raking in cash. 0% of them are raking in cash.
If you're going to start raking in anything, you got to get cheap. You got to start corner cutting.
Yeah.
You got to do some bullshit.
Yeah.
You got to do some. You definitely ain't going to do fucking all night strip parties in the master's suite
Right.
with fucking catered wings and free liquor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not going to set it out like that if you're
Right.
trying to make money. You know,
Right.
you're not going to take everybody to dinner in Texas Day, Brazil.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
yes, I'm spending on it. And you know what though? My fucking homies, I got the best fucking homies, man. I tell everybody, yo, man, I'm paying for this. Come sit down and eat. And they look at me and they say, all right, but I'm still for to give you some fucking money to help pay for this.
Yeah.
Every year there's somebody that pays for several guys just out of his pocket, just on some, bro, I see what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
And I don't ask for that, and I definitely don't expect it.
Mhm.
But again, man, it all just offsets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I'm
it
glad.
is.
I'm glad to be able to do it. I'm glad for the support, bro. Especially yours, man. And hey, long as I'm doing it, I hope you'll be doing it.
I absolutely will, man. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Jake.
Wait, real quick before we wrap up, if people want to get tattooed by you, where do they go? We never talk about you tattooing.
We don't. People in this town know about my show.
They don't
know.
what you
I'm like, yo, I tattoo here. If you guys miss somebody, they're like, you're
Right.
here? Yeah, I'm here in Huntsville. I'm regular old black and gray guy. I like to tattoo faces and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a spot called Artifacts Tattoo Gallery here in Huntsville. I have a shop called Bare Knuckle Chicago in South Chicago.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm here primarily, though, in Huntsville most of the time. That's where my kids are.
Yeah.
ArtifactsTattooGallery.com. I got a real nice set of artists at my shop, man. We do everything. You know what I mean? Real diverse staff. And
I just met one of an apprentice at your shop. Beautiful girl. I forget her name earlier today.
Fabs.
Who spoke super highly of it and said that she's been watching our show and learning from us too. So
Hell
look at
yeah,
that.
I told her, I said, man, you better get on that Tattoo Improvement Network, that Fireside Chat, and learn some shit. Because I said, man, you got bottom feeder artists out here stealing this information that used to be for sale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they're making something of themselves, even if it's a fake fucking grid.
Yeah,
I told her, I said, you're talented. Get over there and get that knowledge. That's for you.
Yeah.
That'll turn you into a killer.
Yeah.
And she loves your show too, bro.
Awesome, man.
All my people, bro.
Man.
All my people, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you supporting us. Thank you guys for supporting us. If you get a chance, just come visit the Space City Tattoo Expo. There's all kinds of cool stuff here in Huntsville. You will be surprised, I guarantee. It's not just a Space and Rocket Center, which is cool, but there's a bunch of other cool stuff here in this city. So thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Man, thanks, dude. Always a pleasure. Yeah. Hey, thanks again for watching. Please be sure to like and comment and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with all of the things that we are doing. If you would like to buy us a drink, please support us on Patreon. There's a button somewhere around here that allows you to do that. You can also visit our website and subscribe to our newsletter so you know where we're headed and what we're doing. And while you're there, please check out our merchandise page. Buy yourself a fancy new Fireside t-shirt. Thank you for supporting the Fireside Tattoo Network, and we'll see you on the next episode.